So, you click this video and you want to know how to make a good lore video, huh? Well, you came to the wrong place, as this video will only teach you how to make a very mediocre lore video for a very small audience with a shit taste in YouTube content. So, in this video I will show you how I make lore videos with complimentary sketch footage to accompany it, because my cameraman Sam wanted to test this new equipment. Alright, so the very first thing that you need is a laptop that you're actually supposed to use for university and for your work, but which you constantly keep torturing by having it render videos, something it definitely wasn't made for. The laptop will try to let you know by making choking noises while rendering, but don't worry, he can definitely do it, so just keep doing that. Okay, so the next thing you need is a cheap ass microphone. I use the Divine USB 50, a brand that nobody has ever heard of, but it gets the job done for a decent price. I basically always use this thing and people haven't really complained since I started using it, so it's good, I guess. Something else you need is an upload schedule, specifically on a day in the week which is super inconvenient for you. Something like a Saturday, you know, a day where you already know that you don't really want to do things and just relax after a stressful week, but then you have to make a video. Alright, now you're all set for your new life as a mediocre lore YouTuber. From this point on, there are two ways you can handle this gig. I've tried both ways and I can tell you that each way is basically just annoying as the other. So, let's start with the most healthy option of the two for your sanity. Planning out your videos. Every 2 months or so you brainstorm whatever video you wish to make, or at least have a general idea of what kind of videos you want to make and then write it down in your agenda. For example, think of a theme, like a while back I did a few videos about Argonians and their culture. This helped greatly with stress relief, because you already know which topics you want to do in the coming weeks, and you can make sure that you're adequately prepared with the research done, sometimes even weeks before. When you research, try to go for primary sources, so in-game books, dialogue, officially published lore books, that kind of thing. Wiki articles are, well, some are really good on both the UESP and the Elder Scrolls fandom wiki, but since those are written by someone else, another fan, they may contain an opinion or purposefully omit certain things, or maybe just be incomplete because the writer didn't find certain sources. So primary sources is always a recommended use, at least for my videos. Although if you're short on time, the Imperial library, which is a website that I'll show on screen right now, has an excellent online catalog of all in-game books for online consumption and written versions of all dialogue questlines in the more obscure games like Blades or Legends. At the same time, the wiki has done a really good job with documenting dialogue and dialogue trees of a lot of important Skyrim and Elder Scrolls Online characters. UESP also has some of those, but I usually find them less structured inside the article, because they'll write an article about something like a quest and then just place the dialogue in the middle of that paragraph, like they force me to read the stuff that someone else wrote in order to get to the dialogue. So I personally really prefer the wiki when it comes to documented dialogue, because their layout is just a lot better in some instances, not all, because, you know, sometimes the UESP has stuff that the wiki doesn't have in terms of dialogue documentation, but it's always worth checking out both if you're in a hurry and you can't get all the way into the game for some reason. So when you need stuff like dialogue, just check out both. I prefer the wiki's version of documenting, but both have done a pretty good job. But sometimes neither of them has a specific dialogue that you're looking for documented on their site, so I usually still go into the game if I can help it in order to explore all the dialogue myself and make screenshots on the subject so I can use those as visual material for the background of the videos. Because I do my own research, I've been able to bring to light some things in videos that I've done which neither the UESP or the wiki had in their articles before the video released, like in my video on Naryu, which had a lot of info that the wikis didn't have. Which, you know, is just a really cool feeling to know that you got something that most people don't know, and that people will definitely learn something when they watch your video instead of read any of the articles. Makes you feel accomplished, or I guess, I don't know, I didn't do my work for nothing. It's always a bummer to read the article after I do my research and then find that everything that I found has already been found and already out there for everyone. I mean, then I don't bring something new to the table, so what's the point? I still make the video, but it feels less good. Anyway, now that you know all that, off you fuck and go research. Don't worry, I'll wait for you. So if you do all this in time, so you know, starting weeks before, or at least starting on the Monday of the week that your video is supposed to drop, then when Friday comes around you can get back from uni or work. And you can get straight into the work by opening your research document and trying to condense everything you just researched in the weeks before into one coherent script, starting with something like "Hello YouTube," and you know, just go from there. Then, when you're finished with your script, that's when you get your mic down, start the recording, stumble over your words like 5 times and hit your desk in frustration, as if the desk can help the fact that you're a moron who can't speak. And then say the line wrong again, yell Dutch profanity into the microphone, calling yourself a fucking moron aloud, and then hear your girlfriend or parents tell you that you're definitely right. Then you calm down and you finally do the line correctly, moving on to the next few lines. Then, when after a long while the recording is finally finished, you usually already feel dead inside. But then you remember, the video needs to be finished in a couple of hours. So you pull up your screenshot footage folder and you start putting the images over the recording, spice it up with some music in the back, click render and then hear your laptop choke. Then, when it's done, upload that stuff to YouTube. At this point in time I usually use my patented thumbnailinator to make a thumbnail. Use a cool image, preferably Elder Scrolls Legends artwork, because those are really spicy and really good, to make the thumbnail of your mediocre lore video look classy. Then, when the thumbnail is done, you finish the uploading, set the stuff in the appropriate playlists, you know, put some tags under there, and breathe a sigh of relief, because your video is done, and you may now move on with your day and do gaming or homework or visit friends or whatever. Except that's also all stressful, since you will keep checking your phone YouTube app to see whether the video even gets viewed or not, and whether the algorithm decides that it likes you or not. Anyway, all that which I just told you is surprisingly the most healthy method. Yes. The less healthy method comes around when you either haven't done any planning for that week's video, or when, for example, you want to do a video series on Elsewhere, but then a precarious financial situation comes around, and suddenly you no longer have Elder Scrolls Online Plus and the DLCs of the game, and thus you can't do research anymore. Then you wake up on Thursday, and you realize you don't have anything yet for the upcoming weekend, and you need to think of a subject quick. If you decide to still release a video on those kind of weekends, and you will, because you're a fucking moron with no life, that will mean all loss of social life for a few days, as whenever you are off from work or university, you need to work on that video. You end up ignoring all messages from your loved ones while you do research. And it doesn't matter where you're going, if you're on a train or on a bus, you're researching there too. There are no excuses at this point. Then when Saturday morning comes, you're usually not even ready yet with your research, but then finally, when Saturday afternoon comes around, you're finally ready with your research and you need to frantically write a script, do a recording and editing all on that same day, and eventually you upload the video somewhere late during the evening, far past your usual upload time, and then fall down on your bed, exhausted, having lost all motivation for that fun thing that people call YouTube. But then you realize the cycle that will restart on Monday, so you just sleep and accept your life. I recommend taking the planned out path, but hey, it's your channel, you're the lore YouTuber. Anyway, that's the lore experience.